Hi Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your September 16th to the 30th, 2020 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also to subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload new videos, and I upload all the time, just hit the bell notification button. And if you're interested in any of the cards that I am using, they are all located in the description box below. Now, before we dive into this reading, let's clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from your body like storm clouds. Feeling yourself become calm, centered, and at peace as you enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Pisces. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Just going to ring the bell, the bowl. Pisces, September 16th to the 30th, 2020 Pisces. 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 Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Awesome. Now let's see what your chakra energy is for this time. Pisces, September 16th to the 30th, 2020 Pisces. September 16th to the 30th, 2020 Pisces. September 16th to the 30th, 2020 Pisces. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Fantastic, these three. So we have here grounding. I love this because I really feel like this is a rooting kind of, it's a time of knowing what you desire, looking at your roots, looking at what's truly important to you, and then building off of that. And so here with grounding, this is the Earth Star Chakra located 6 inches below your feet. You're looking at your roots, you're looking at your passion, you're looking at your power, you're looking at where you stand and what's truly important to you. And you are finding your rooted self, and you are rooting yourself in those traditions, in those importances, in that understanding, and in that truth. And that's really opening doors for you. It's really letting you see things more openly, more honestly, more personally, more powerfully for yourself. So grounding is an absolute beautiful place to start. We then have here inner strength. Now this is the solar plexus chakra, and this is you breaking out of your shell. You have been held back. And even if, like, let's say you get inner strength before in one of the previous readings, it's always as if we are peeling off layers of ourselves. We are coming out of a hibernation of our consciousness, of the reason why we're here on this earthly plane, of what we desire in our lives. And we're stepping into our power, we're stepping into our light, we're stepping into what we love, what we want, and what we need. And so here with inner strength, because Spirit is saying, let them know that they are always developing their inner strength, their inner power, that they are always coming out of their shell from who they once were to who they are supposed to be. And it's a constant, everlasting journey. And so here, Spirit is saying, like, make that super clear. So I want to make sure that that is clear to you here, Pisces, that there is a sense of always developing, always expanding, always gaining an understanding and knowing a greater truth. And so here with the inner strength, you are calling on that inner strength, you are calling on that determination, but you're also finding that it's the grounding root of you, that it is what has propelled you forward, even when you think that you are super weak, okay, or you're not handling things as well as you should be. It is the strength that is keeping you moving forward and not just saying, oh, I give up. I mean, you wouldn't have stumbled across this channel if you were being kind of lackadaisical, if you stopped caring. This is an intense journey of the soul, and that is what you are on. And so you are opening to your power, to your understanding, to your passion, and to your truth. And it leads you here to universal light. Now, universal light is the soul star chakra, located 6 inches above your crown. I like to think of this as you, this light right in the middle, kind of shining bright, and it, pulling you to the ether, to, the sky, and grounding you in the earth. And so here, it is that power, it is that truth, it is that sense of understanding, that greater knowledge, that place that you need to be. The universal light is shining through you and shining with you. You are very much listening and, hearing the calls of your angels, of what you desire and what you need. Now, the left-hand side here, this is your inner self. The middle is your emotional self, okay, your heart self. And the right-hand side is your public self and also the public arena. So let's see what they have to say. We have the Page of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, going to be especially strong for those of you born in the beginning of the Pisces time frame, cusp babies with Aquarius. You're very much a student of your mind, asking questions, seeking knowledge. And this is just that aspect of you coming out very strongly anyway, Pisces. It doesn't mean that you have to just be kind of held to being a cusp baby. It means that here you are looking at things anew, you're kind of going deeper, you're also leaving behind preconceived notions. It's kind of like, oh, this could never be, or I'll never get there, and now you're seeing, oh yeah, I can. Oh yeah, I can, and it's spectacular. Because you have the endings card. The Eight of Cups is, an ending as severe as a divorce. It is, this section is over. And it is a divorcing from a mindset, from a way that you once were, from a lack of confidence, from a, sense of, no, I have to stay with this because it's, because I have to. It's like, no, expand your world and know your power. And then you have the Hierophant right here. This is Taurus energy, a time frame of April 20th to May 20th. And what's really cool is that this is the white buffalo myth. And in June of this year, of 2020, a white buffalo was born, I believe, in Montana. And it's very rare, and it is a very blessed sign for Native Americans. So here it is a sign of new beginnings and, power and connection and beauty and truth. And so that is what I'm seeing here. It's also being connected to your inner self, staying true to your traditions, to what is right for your soul, yourself, and your power. It doesn't mean that you have to be a part of any orthodoxy. It does mean that you are letting in this powerful truth as a part of your life, and you're staying true to who you were born to be and how you were born to move forward. And then leads you to the Page of Wands, to the Knight of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, determination, passion, fire, power, guiding you, leading you forward, which brings you to the Ten of Wands within your mental self. The Ten of Wands is a laying down of burdens. It is an embracing of power and of understanding. It's also knowing that you can't carry everything on your shoulders. And you have, in your heart, Pisces, you have a tendency to carry everything on your shoulders. And you have a tendency to sit there and say, I got this, I got this, I got this, or I can't talk about this, or I shouldn't be that stressed about this. And you kind of bottle it up. And you let the weight rest on your shoulders like Atlas has the world. And so here it's like, no, stop it. Because Atlas carries the world on his shoulders because of a punishment. Your life is not meant to be a punishment. It leads you to the 8 of coins. Now, you have the repeat of the number 8 within this line right here, but also within the reading, of course. And the repeat of the number 8 is you're taking things very seriously during this time, maybe a little bit too seriously. 8 is a very serious number. 8 is also a good luck number. It's also a feminine number. So here, embracing kind of the feminine aspects of life and existence, embracing the luck that is with you and not seeing yourself as unlucky, but actually knowing, Pisces, because you are, that luck is a profound power to you and profoundly with you, and that you are moving and evolving with it. Then you have judgment. You have your angels right there with you. You have yourself moving forward, and you have the lovers coming in. This is Gemini energy, a time frame of May 21st to June 20th. This is love embracing your heart. This is a balance of power and understanding, but also a beauty of truth. You have the Emperor right here in the public arena. Now, this is going to be very powerful for those of you who are cusp babies with Aries, right? And Aries time frame is, of course, March 21st to April 19th. This is determination, strength, power, vigor, understanding. This is also passion. There's a fire to your belly. And, fiery energy describing a fire sign can be true, but it also can be kind of contrite or trite to say. This is connecting with the reason why you were born. And this is connecting to the power that all Pisces have. And sometimes it gets hard to see and understand. It's especially connecting with the power of your passion, your truth, your desires, but also not letting kind of anger, upset, disappointment, fear, temper get in the way. And that's going to be a very important truth for you during this time in the public arena. If you can keep your head, in the Kipling poem, if you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, but make allowance for their doubting too, that is going to be the essence of you during this time. It then leads you to the 3 of coins, wealth, a balancing of wealth, a coming together of your prosperity, the seeds that need to be planted. The Fool is right here, right? And the Fool is new journeys. It's embracing the hero's journey. And then you have the Strength card, which is, now you have 3 8s, so it's a divine message. You're going to be taking this time very seriously. And you're going to see here that the way towards your prosperity, and it's a balancing of your prosperity through kind of remarkable means, is through a strength of kindness, through not being afraid to start a journey, but also not living in a fantasy world. So I know that sounds a bit harsh, and I do apologize, but there is a sense here of needing to be true to yourself, of your angels really opening up doors for you within your mind, within your heart, within your soul, within your desire. And then you move forward. And here, there is the Little Mermaid. And the traditional story of the Little Mermaid is astoundingly sad, but also profoundly beautiful. And so she falls in love with a prince, and he never knows it. They don't end up happily ever after. She actually dies of heartbreaks and the, the goddesses of the water or of the air take pity on her. And she watches over the prince's family for all the generations. And so it is being wise about them, but it's also knowing that a greater understanding, a greater journey can be before you than you ever have expected, And let's see the people who will aid you during this time. Pisces. Who will aid Pisces September 16th to the 30th, 2020 Pisces? Who will aid Pisces September 16th to the 30th, 2020 Pisces? Who will aid Pisces September 16th to the 30th, 2020 Pisces? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels, and spirit guides. Fantastic. You have 4. It's always nice to have a lot of people aiding. So that's beautiful. So we have Aquarius energy, time frame January 20th to February 18th. This is a person who pours the waters forward. And it's so interesting because you would really think that an Aquarius energy is supposed to be a water sign. They just really connect with water signs quite beautifully and profoundly. And so here, you're going to have a person who speaks to the emotional side of your soul, who is balancing, who is gaining an understanding, who is helping you with your emotional transformation, but also with your emotional power. This is a person who can be healing. This is a person who can be astoundingly compassionate, okay? This is also a person who sometimes can feel on overload with everything that they're carrying. So these people who aid you, this does not have to be an Aquarius that you know. This could be somebody that you don't know. You might not even know that they're an Aquarius or that they have a lot of Aquarius within their chart, but this energy is going to call to you. And if you thought about it, you'd be like, oh, wow, they really make sense with the Aquarius energy that Spirit was showing Dane. So here it is this power, this truth, this understanding, this sense of becoming and the sense of embracing. And they really help you see the emotional waters and not feel as if you're being kind of like too much. It's like, no, this is what centers, this is what aids, this is what brings you forward. And then it leads you to the Queen of Cups, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. This is a person who takes in wisdom. And especially at night, they tend to have a lot of wisdom come to them at night. It could be that they work primarily at night. It can be that, they really are enchanted by the moon and the power of the moon really blesses them as they're moving forward. And just that healing energy, that sense of the world becoming slower, becoming quieter, becoming more centered. And also a knowing that we are always changing. So when Spirit says, and the way I interpret the moon inspiring people and really influencing them, is that you can see the ebb and the flow, the changing of the faces. And that is what human beings do every single day. We change our faces. We look at things differently. We see things in a new light. Even if we try to stay as steady as possible, there's always something new and always something more we bring to the table. And that's going to be really quite beautiful for you. And that energy is going to be very beautiful. This is a person who is very connected to Spirit. You both share the water sign energy, right? So this is a person who really speaks to you in the way that you view the world. They use words that you relate to quite well. They understand the heart of what you're seeing, and they speak to the heart of what you desire. They also speak to the deeper emotions that you have. It leads to the Prince of Pentacles. This is earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It leads you to moving forward in prosperity, but slowly and steadily moving forward. So this can be a person with a long-term goal that you're looking at and you're like, yeah, that makes sense. I can really see that aiding me, helping me move forward, letting me see what I desire, inspiring me to where it is that I want to be. This person isn't going to kind of rush into anything. That's not their style. But their style is slow and steady wins the race. Look at the seeds that you are planting. Look at the way that you are planting them. Look at what you desire and see the prosperity that leads you forward. And it brings you to the King of Pentacles, earth sign energy again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It is a sense, I'm going to sneeze. Okay, maybe not. But if it comes down the road, I warned you guys. The King of Pentacles, earth sign energy, is a sense of bounty, is a sense of this person is able to see the connections. Now, with the Knight energy, this is a younger energy, okay? It can be a younger person, or it can just be a younger soul. Like you'll sit there and say, wow, that's a very young soul kind of forward. It could be a youthful soul in an older body, or, however it is. But this person is more concerned with defending the way things are planted, defending the way things are moving forward, defending what is seen and what is more. This person right here sees the connections, sees the ties that are being made, sees the bounty that is moving forward, sees the way that they want to be, and sees the connection to things that other people do not. Other people will overlook this. I'm just thinking of always what comes up with the King of Pentacles is this line in this book. And they're talking about, I forget who, but he was an aide to the king, and how he would start with telling them about the rainfall and how the rainfall would affect this and it would affect that. And they're like, don't get him started. It'll go on forever. That's what I get with the King of Pentacles. It's like, don't get him started. He will tell you how everything is connected, the finer details of everything. And it's just a rabbit hole here, Pisces, that you're going to be like, oh, no. I mean, other earth sign energies might find this really entertaining, but for you, Pisces, you're going to sit there and be like, okay, just tell me how this will affect the people. Just tell me the emotional impact. Just tell me, the things that I need to be concerned about. And then we can move forward. This is going to be a person who has a wealth of knowledge and connects things so finely, so intricately, so powerfully that it really does open up wealth to you. It does, because it opens up wealth in a way that hasn't been seen. It's kind of like, okay, I'm looking at it this way. And then all of a sudden the whole world opens up and there's a greater scope. There's a greater sense of understanding. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm now out of this box. And there is so much before me than I had ever realized. And that really leads you to being a student of your mind, to asking questions, to cutting through doubts and fears, to knowing where you want to stand, what you stand for. But this is also saying, have an open mind. And it doesn't mean like have an open mind and then try to have everybody think exactly the way that you do. It's have an open mind and let things ebb and flow with time. Because Spirit is saying, Pisces, that is one of the beautiful things about you, is that you let things flow, you let things become. You can see the fears and the doubts that people have, and you can see the path that they are leading towards. And so much of the chaos within the world right now is that everybody's screaming and everybody just wants to talk louder and louder and louder and louder and louder and not hear and not care. And so here it's being a student. It's learning that listening is as important as talking. It is, looking at what is desired and what is needed and finding truth and finding understanding and grounding that within you and moving forward within that. And it leads you here. This is also a fantastic time to add new things to kind of your repertoire, to embrace deeper knowledge, deeper understanding, deeper sense of things coming together. It's kind of like you're looking outside of your comfort zone. You're looking at so much more. And you're not bringing, it's the Buddhist mindset of the beginner's mind. And it's saying, come to things with a beginner's mind. It's like, I don't know, I'm going to learn. I'm going to discover. I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to seek knowledge. I'm going to see, and I'll say, okay, well, that kind of resonates with my soul. Oh, that doesn't, type of thing. And that's what you're coming to the world with. It's kind of like, okay, well, how? And it leads you to the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is walking away from what you once thought you would love. As Spirit said before, this is the cup of divorces. And I know everybody gets so mad. So maybe I should say endings. That sounds nicer. This is endings. But it's a severe ending. So I feel like the impact of the word of divorce has a more severe and more traumatic connotation. And that is what it feels like with the Eight of Cups. It's an ending of a mindset. It's an ending of a way of being. It's a sitting there and saying, no, it's not for me. And so when I look at the Eight of Cups, and if you are back, if you've been here before and you've listened to these readings before, welcome, of course. And it's so great to have you here. But you will know that I always equate the Eight of Cups to trying on a really beautiful pair of shoes, or to having that really beautiful pair of shoes. And you can't walk at all in them. I used to have a closet full of them. These shoes were good for 15 minutes of standing. These shoes were good for that. These shoes were good for this. And then I thought, why? Why? Shoes are meant to protect. They're meant to protect your feet. They're meant to move you forward. They're not meant to cripple you. They're meant to have you go on journeys and explore and have adventures. If you cannot do that in your shoes, what good are they? And that's what you're seeing with your life. It's like life is meant to be explored. Life is meant to be an adventure, not in the way of putting a backpack on your back and just, giving up all responsibilities. No, if you have accumulated responsibilities through your life, as we all have, and sometimes we have responsibilities thrust upon us, it's holding true to them. It's upholding your end of the bargain, okay? Because I believe responsibilities, they shape us, they form us, and they're really important to life. And it is moving forward in that truth of understanding, in that beauty of purpose. And it's leaving behind what doesn't let you grow, what doesn't let you fly, what doesn't let you become. And as you leave behind, a lot of you Pisces right now are leaving behind what isn't true to you, what isn't part of your essence, your soul, your power, yourself. And it's like, no, I can't. I can't move forward this way. I can't exist in this domain. This isn't my truth, even if it is the truth for the rest of the world. Even if you think, oh my gosh, they're all going to laugh. You have to be you. And you have to do what is right for you. The Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles. Well, why am I seeing this equated to the Five of Pentacles? The Five of Pentacles is being out in the cold of wealth. And the five here, because this is the five in the major arcana, the Hierophant, it's taking back that wealth. It's taking back that power. It's not being on the outside. It's knowing the inside. It's knowing your inside, kind of inside and out. It's knowing you absolutely, completely, honestly, and truthfully. And it's saying, this is where I stand. This is what I stand for. And this is what I desire. And when you have faith within yourself, within your soul, within where you need to be, you see that you start to grow. You see that blessings start to come. And we always look for those firework blessings. That's why we think, oh, miracles just don't happen to me. But they do. Slowly, gently, powerfully, and personally, they happen. We put into the vortex, Abraham Hicks says, we put into the vortex what we do not want. And sometimes we feel like, man, that vortex, full. My payday should come. I should scratch off a lottery ticket, win umpteen bazillion dollars, and be set. But that's not how it works. We put in there what we don't want. We find what we do. We get that good parking space when we're going out. We, meet somebody who shares a joke and a laugh and, or buys us a cup of coffee or something to that effect. They come with little blessings that add up if you walk in that light. But they can be completely ignored if you walk in the chaos of the world. It's seeing the blessings. And it's knowing the blessings come. And it's moving forward in your passion and in your power, in your understanding, in your truth, and in your destiny. The fire sign energy here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, is you taking what is important to you. You have a very strong Aries energy within this reading. If you have Aries in your chart, it's kind of shining brightly. Also, the full moon will be in Aries on the 1st of October. That's going to have a very strong pull for you because the Aries energy here is so strong. You're going to be defending what you desire. You're going to be moving forward to what you need, what you want. And also, okay, side note, because Spirit is saying, let them know that you are always affected by the phases of the moon because your card is the moon card. You're represented by the moon in the major arcana. So here, as you're defending, as you are moving forward, as you are embracing your fire, there's a speed to you. And this is a speed that's a little bit faster than what you're used to. You're represented by the Knight of Cups in the minor arcana. And the Knight of Cups is the second slowest moving knight. And the Knight of Wands is the second fastest moving knight. So this is passion, power, and determination. And it moves a little bit quicker than you're used to. And so here, it's kind of like having, Spirit saying, up your game just a little bit. It's not making yourself crazy, but it's kind of knowing that things come at you fast. And it's being prepared for that speed, for that way that things are moving forward towards your passion, what you desire, what you want, what you need. You might find that you really need to kind of carve out time for you, carve out time to do the things that you love. And at first it can seem like, oh my gosh, this is impossible. And then you start to see yourself carving out a bit of time, 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. And then it's like, oh, okay, I can do this. I can work this into the schedule of my existence. And then we have here the 10 of Wands. With your heart, Pisces, especially during this time, and it can be for years, it can be for 10 years, you have been carrying a lot of pain, a lot of hurt, and a lot of weight upon your shoulders, a lot of stress, okay? As Spirit said before, it's like Atlas with the world upon your shoulders, and that was a punishment. Stop. You take on stress. And instead of talking about it and letting it go, like a water sign energy, you take on more water, and you just expand. Okay? Meaning it's kind of like the ocean. It just grows and grows. And it will eat up the land. Right? So here, it's saying, put down what you are carrying. Embrace your passion. Embrace your desire. Embrace your understanding. Embrace what you need to move you forward. And see the world opening up. See you opening up. as you do so, okay, you also have to stop taking on the burdens of other people. You are a person who likes to help. You are a person who likes to ease the load of others. And so you'll be like, oh, I'll take that. Oh, I can do that. Oh, I can do that. And it's like, no, let it be. Let them learn their lessons. It's not being selfish, okay, because that's a different extreme. But it's sitting there and saying some things have to evolve within their time, within their understanding. And it brings you to the Eight of Cups. And I really love this eight, not cups, coins. I really love this Eight of coins. Because it's so beautiful and it's so painful at the exact same time. And when we are accumulating prosperity, right? It is beautiful and it is painful and it is confusing and it is overwhelming and it's, I don't know for you, but for me, it was so much harder and it is so much harder than I ever imagined. I feel like I say that with life so often. It's like, wow, that's so much harder than I thought it was going to be. And here with the Eight of Coins, and I forgot the name of this myth, but she is weaving these nettles and thistles into coins. Her hands are all red and blistered. Her feet are all red and blistered. She's doing it to turn her brothers, who are the swans. They are enchanted back into her brothers. And we accumulate our wealth and our prosperity for those that we love and for the love of ourselves. To be safe, to be secure. And this is the hard work paying off. But the hard work was hard. And it is hard. And here's the thing about our world. And you could say today's world, but it's also been forever's world. Everything was supposed to be made to seem easy. Oh, I accomplished this and it was easy. And we actually see people kind of like talking out against that now. It's like, it wasn't easy. But there's still this sense of you have that success. The Eight of Coins, the Eight of Pentacles, is your hard work paying off, of people seeing what you have done, taking note. It can be one person who says, wow, you work really hard, Pisces. But it's also knowing that no road is without sorrow, hardships, and despairs. Nothing is gotten without sacrifice. And if it is gotten without sacrifice, it isn't appreciated. You see those people who have everything just handed to them, everything they want. They're adults and they throw hissy fits and they just get what they want all the time. They're giant, bratty teenagers. This is knowing the power of hard work. And this is knowing through the sweat of your brow and the dedication of your soul, you're getting yourself there and you've gotten yourself there. You're so much closer than you've ever been. Don't lose faith in you, because the hard work, it pays off. You're on a journey. Your angels and your spirit guides right there with you. Doors are opening. Passion is leading you forward. You're rising. It's a resurrection of soul and spirit to what you desire and to what you need. Your angels have their wings wrapped around you. You're moving towards peace and towards the jewel in the center of your existence, towards your happiness, towards your bliss, towards meaning. And it moves you here to the Lovers. Now, before we do this, with Judgment, it's moving towards your bliss. And I see Joseph Campbell saying, what is your bliss? What do you want? And I do know that he, defines what he means by bliss. But I've seen so many people say, what the heck does he know? He's lost his place of authority. He says, follow your bliss, and life is about sacrifice and hard work, and you can't just be happy all the time. But he said you could be happy some of the time. And a life without happiness, a life with only pain and suffering, despair and hardship. What type of life is that? And is that what you want to be your legacy? Your angels are raising you. There's a beauty coming to you. There's a message that you are getting. And you're getting it in a million different ways. Listen. Because it's moving you towards what you love. Now with the Lovers, it could literally be falling in love with somebody. Okay, your heart might be craving love. But your heart is also craving a love for your life, yourself, your soul, your beauty. Taking something that seems impossible, insurmountable, and making it possible. Embracing its truth and its elegance and its eloquence and moving forward within it. Don't judge a book by its cover. Here it is the story of Beauty and the Beast, which is my favorite fairy tale. It is embracing love through understanding, through compassion. And it is opening up the doors. It is also embracing the duality of the self. The human self and the bestial self. The truth and what we deny. And it's moving forward in that power. You're going to have a duality of heart's desires during this time. You're going to have a sense of needing, wanting, and understanding. And you're going to have a sense of it not being black or white. You know, it's not white page, black print. There's a myriad of grays here. And those myriad of grays open the world to what you love. Open your eyes to what you desire. Give it dimension and color and depth. And there's nothing wrong with that. Though you're going to think it should be so much clearer and so much more precise than it is. In the public arena, you're fierce. You are fierce. The public arena, you have 3 out of the 4. 3 out of the 4 are major arcana cards. Okay? And you have a major arcana card. You have 2 here, but you have a major arcana card, at least 1, in every single line. This is an intense time. Major arcana cards are harder to move and shape and twist than minor arcana. You start off with a warrior spirit. Determination, dedication, insight, understanding. This is King Arthur. This is claiming a throne you never knew you had. Claiming a power you might not have been sure that you wanted, but that you were born for. It's claiming your voice without anger. It's knowing your truth without judgment. It's listening to the wisdom around you and knowing that sometimes that wisdom disappears. He relies on Merlin, but not too far down the line within the stories, Merlin gets trapped by Nimue. It's understanding. It's cutting through doubts and fears. It's being larger than life, but also astoundingly human. And it's knowing that no matter how hard you try, you will still make mistakes. And that is okay. That is what it means to be human. That no matter how good your intentions and how much you want, you will still stumble and fall and fail. But the thing is you get back up and you try again. You don't let the failures define you. You let them teach you. And they're teaching you a heck of a lot. And that's how you're able to embrace your power. Do you think that people who are powerful, who speak with authority, they never had struggles? It's like, no, they acquire wisdom because they have learned, but mostly because they have fallen and failed and devastated their souls and themselves and got back up. That's what you're doing here. There's prosperity. It's through your making. It's through your greater understanding. And it comes from the most unexpected of places. And it illuminates your way. It guides you forward. It opens up your world. And it leads you to the fool's journey. Here, you walk away and you work your tush off and you succeed. You have that prosperity coming in. But you will have people sitting there and saying, well, shouldn't you do this? Shouldn't you do that? Isn't it like this? Isn't it like that? It's like, you have to listen. You have to listen to the advice being given, yes. But you also have to listen to yourself. And don't think like, oh, I know. Because there is going to be very valuable information that is given to you that needs to be taken, that helps ease the load of what you are working so hard for and stops the pain of what you're walking away from, because it's not a failure. A failure is merely existing within your life. A failure is being too proud to say, you know what, it doesn't fit. It's not right. Yeah. And that would be bad. Here, walking away can be one of the bravest things you ever do. And one of the most freeing. You're led then to your fool's journey. You embrace the truth of yourself. Your angels guide you, open up the door, resurrect your soul and your spirit and move you forward. And you can sit there and say, oh my gosh, this is so foolish. Like, what am I doing? You're opening up the doors. You're gaining an understanding. The path that you will be walking is the path that you want, but it may not be the path that you envisioned. And there's nothing wrong with that. This is being brave. This is, this is having made bad decisions along the way. Doubts and fears and anxiety and, looking at things and wondering how you ever move forward. But it's getting there. It's getting there with more truth and more honor and more of an understanding than you had realized, than you had thought. It's being able to slay demons. Yes, being able to slay demons because you took the first step. The first step that seemed impossible and foolish and overwhelming, but also was the very truth of your soul and the very essence of your power. And as you leap, as you walk on this fool's journey, the beginning of all heroes' paths are a fool's journey. You see your beauty, you see your essence, and you know one thing for sure. You will stumble, you will fall, and you will fail. And what you have to do is keep going. It leads you to strength. Strength of character, strength of self. This is a Leo energy, a time frame of July 23rd to August 22nd. Strength. Your strength. And you see here, Pisces, that strength is not brute force. And you already know that. It's kindness. It's compassion. It's caring. It's connection. It's holding on to what you want with every ounce of your soul and every depth of your being. And being too connected to let go. This is your dream. Here, and it's so beautiful because here you walk away, you start anew. You work, you dedicate, and you succeed. And so the success is yours. The new journey is yours. The prosperity is yours. The power is yours. The question is, do you claim it? Because it's not going to be how you expected it to be. It's going to be more, and at times, yes, it is going to be less. Let's see. Let's go deeper. Pisces, September 16th to the 30th, 2020, Pisces. Show me more deeply. September 16th to the 30th, 2020, Pisces. Show me more deeply. Pisces. September 16th to the 30th, 2020, Pisces. Show me more deeply. Pisces. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. One bonus card. Fantastic. And let's see the people you are to be mindful of during this time. Who are the people Pisces is to be mindful of? September 16th to the 30th, 2020, Pisces. Who are the people Pisces is to be mindful of? September 16th to the 30th, 2020, Pisces. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. We have Sagittarius energy, time frame November 22nd to December 21st. This is a person who can be really enticing. Like, they have a way of bringing people together, but they also have a way of stepping away, of disconnecting. And you're going to find that very confusing. So just be mindful of that energy, okay? Because this is a person who is seeking things more and who opens up your eyes to a lot, okay? Who opens up, yeah, who is very connected to the spiritual, very connected to the kind of ethereal connection of this earth, but who, I'm just seeing like a door closing. Like, they close the door and they're done. And it's not a personal offense, but it is simply their nature. So you're going to have to be mindful of this, because you can take it personally, and it's just not going to be. It's like they're on their own adventure. They're finding their own truth, and they need to embrace that. And then we have the Strength card. It's, yeah, Leo energy. And this is somebody, like, you embrace here the strength of compassion, the strength of understanding. This is somebody who believes that they can get to what they want by simply demanding. And it's like, oh my gosh, enough is enough, stop it. And you're really going to get annoyed, because you're like, listen, that's not how the world works. You can't simply demand and throw a hissy fit or anything like that and get what you want. Though sometimes it does seem like a lot of people get what they want because of it. This is strength through brute force. And this is not strength that lasts. And this person's really going to aggravate you, because they're just going to demand and demand and demand. And you, being a really nice person, Pisces, are first going to be like, yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, okay, sure. Like, that's fine, that's fine. And then you're going to be like, no, listen, get over it and get off it. Like, I'm done. And then let's see here. We have the Chariot. This is Cancer energy. June 21st to July 22nd. This is somebody who's just a little bit too emotional. They're emotionally invested in something, and nothing is going to sway them from the course that they're on. So just know this, that, you know, they're charging forward full speed ahead, and they can also be a little bit emotionally manipulative. We have the Four of Cups. Divinity is handing you a gift. You have the Two of Swords. A path is opening. Ace of Wands. Divinity is giving you a gift of fire, of passion, and it's right over the Page of Wands. So you are taking it, and it might be a little bit to take it, but it's permeating everything. It's permeating the way that you're moving forward. It's passion, it's determination, it's the fire within your belly. It's the reason for getting out of bed in the morning, and that's really fantastic. You then have the Chariot here, so you have to be mindful of a Cancer energy, but your heart is also led by a Cancer energy here. So, excuse me, you know what you want. You know what you're going after, and nobody can stop you. So you might actually butt heads with this person who knows what they want, knows what they're going after, but it's in opposition to you. So just be mindful of that. You have the Eight of Swords over the Eight of Pentacles. This is a sense of being way too much in the mind. Way too much in the mind. As you're working hard, it's kind of like you're almost talking yourself out of success. It's like, oh no, I can't be successful. I can't be happy. I can't be prosperous. Temperance card right here. So you have a negative Sagittarius energy, and you have a positive Sagittarius energy. This is connecting with the male and female aspects of yourself. This is a pouring forward of the waters of inspiration for you. It's keeping them contained. Then we have here Judgment, a resurrection, rising above. You have it in your heart. Now you have it permeating your public arena. The Tower, there's a change. And Divinity is like, listen, I'm kicking you out of your comfort zone. And that's just that. And, you know, whether you want to be or not, it's time for the change to come in. You have the Seven of Wands. Choose your battles wisely. Don't fight everything, every opposition. There we go. Step back, observe, and see which ones are worth your energy, because a lot of them just aren't. And then we have here the Empress. This is acclaiming your throne, acclaiming your voice. This is a power you forgot you had. It's coming back into your life. And it's a part of yourself you thought you lost forever that is being reclaimed. Yeah. gift. A gift you thought, a gift that you're not looking for. It's kind of like you're looking over here and you're like, okay. And divinity's like, hello, take this gift. It's going to impact you. It's going to change things. And it's going to be powerful. You're looking at two roads, two ways of being, two ways of seeing things. And divinity is saying the doors are opening to more. It's not just A or B or two pathways or, two. It's so much more than you thought. And it's so much more powerful. And then it leads you to the Ace of Wands, fire and passion, determination, truth. A gift from divinity. A gift that opens up the doors. A gift that leads you forward. A gift that expresses your soul and yourself. And it's like, this is the fire of living. This is the fire of your truth and what you desire and what you need and what you want. And you take it. Your heart is moving forward. Nobody can tell your heart what to do. You love what you love. And as you move forward, your truth is your truth. Your power is your power. Your passion is your guide. And this is pulling together the riddles of day and night, the power of conscious and subconscious to move you forward, to embrace more. There's also a swiftness of mind and idea, because remember, the charioteers were the tank drivers of the time, highly skilled and astoundingly powerful, as are your emotions. As you put down the weight that you've been carrying, and as you embrace that the hard work is paying off, it leads you to the Eight of Swords. In your mind, okay, so one of my favorite songs is the Cranberries' Zombies. I don't know. I just think it's so terribly profound. And that's what started playing in my head when I picked up this card. It's like the zombies in your head. They live. They're not outside. They're in your mind. And that's the doubt and the fear. And if I just know enough, and if I just have, enough set up, the pain will not come again. The despair, the heartbreak, the disappointment, the despondency. You can't fight the zombies, but you can banish them. This is no longer doubting yourself. No longer second-guessing every single choice you make. Knowing your truth, your power, your understanding. And it brings you then to a balance, because your angels, bless you, they wrap their wings around you. They're like, I got you. And it's like, you can't. I'm supposed to fail. I'm supposed to fall apart. I'm supposed to not be able to. And the fact of the matter is, that's an absolute horrific lie. You are supposed to succeed. You are supposed to stand strong. And you are far more powerful than you believe. Excuse me. It leads you to temperance, a balance with your love, with the dual aspects of yourself. With your curiosity, there's a sense of diving deep and gaining greater understanding. And there is a sense here of your waters kind of pouring into each other. Profound, not spilling a drop. Forever changing, forever gaining an understanding, forever knowing a truth. And it leads you to a resurrection as you claim this power, as you move forward in determination. And with judgment, you rise from the ashes. Your angels are again wrapping their wings around you. And remember, every day you get out of bed, you rise from the ashes of slumber. Excuse me. On your hero's journey, okay, the fool's path, something is changing. You are changing. Divinity is pushing you out of your comfort zone. And you can kind of curl up into a little ball and say, no, thank you. But don't. Embrace this change. Embrace the passion moving you forward. Embrace the determination that is around you. Embrace the opening of the doors. And know that sometimes the past has to lay in crumbles. As much as we would like to walk back to it, it's like, no. Move forward. Move forward because your world is changing. And it's changing profoundly and intensely. And for the better. It is changing for the better. It might not seem like it, and you might have been going through a tower time for 16 years. But it is moving with this change. And it is embracing this power. And knowing when to fight. And when to save your strength. You're claiming a throne. You're claiming a power you thought you have lost forever. A truth, a purpose, a passion, a desire that you thought wasn't meant to be yours anymore. There is iron in your spine, Pisces. Embrace it. You have a warrior spirit. You have a nurturing soul. That's an amazing combination. Let's see what your spirit animal message is for this time. Pisces, September 16th to the 30th, 2020 Pisces. September 16th to the 30th, 2020 Pisces. September 16th to the 30th, 2020 Pisces. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Ooh, you have 3. That's cool. We have here the butterfly spirit. Transformation is beautiful. Your transformation is beautiful. It involves both the dark and the light of life. And it involves you moving forward in a way that you hadn't expected. Becoming a person you hadn't anticipated, but are quite happy with. And remember what your spirit guide animals. Whenever you see these animals in the wild or you see an image of these animals, this is your angels and your spirit guides tapping you on the shoulder, Pisces, saying, remember this message. This is your spirit guides, kind of your spirit animal guides coming into your life, which is really beautiful. I think it's terribly sweet. Then you have the koi fish spirit. There is always enough. The heart, right now, it comes from a place of lack, doubt and fear and anger. And frustration. There is always enough. And there will always be enough. Trust. Sometimes we have to reconfigure things, yes. But you are moving forward in bounty. Then we have the snake spirit, which is one of my favorites. It's time to heal. It is. It's time to heal. It's time to let go. And it's time to shed an old skin and to heal, to be new. Your subconscious spirit animal message is another one of my favorites. The spider spirit. Make your dreams reality. Weave your web. Make beauty that maybe not everybody appreciates. And you know what? As you make something beautiful, not everybody is going to appreciate it. Stand in your truth. Stand in your power. Bring your dreams to life. This leads you to your subconscious people message. The Princess of Swords. Cutting through doubts and fears. Knowing where you stand and what you stand for. Asking questions, going deeper. Knowledge. Open eyes. Truth. Your subconscious chakra message. Flexibility, the sacral chakra. Sacral chakra is where a lot of negativity from this life and past lives are held. It's time for a flexibility of spirit. It's time out with the old and in with the new. A releasing of the burdens that have held you back, that have held you in place, that have kept you from moving to the place that you need to be. It's being flexible of mind and spirit. It is opening up something new within yourself, within your soul. Remember, when Pandora's box was opened and all the chaos let out into the world, the one thing that was left when the box was closed was hope. Embrace your hope. Embrace your dreams. And be flexible within your mind, body, and spirit, because they're coming. Your subconscious tarot message is justice, Libra energy, time frame September 23rd to October 22nd. Justice is coming. A balancing of the scales, a cutting through the doubts and the fears, a claiming your power. It is a justice of soul, of compassion, of understanding, and of truth. Not the unyielding letter of the law. It then leads to a deeper understanding. And it is the King of Cups. It is you as the king. And the King of Cups in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck is a king sitting on a rock, on his throne, in the middle of the ocean. You are king of one, as everyone in this world is king of one. There's only one person we can tell what to do, and still we ignore that person. It is ourselves. You know, oh, I'm not going to eat that cookie, eats the cookie. Oh, I'm going to exercise longer, it doesn't. You know, oh, I'm going to get all this work done, doesn't. You know, type of thing. Oh, I'm only going to watch one YouTube video, watches 15. You know, that type of thing. We are terrible at ruling ourselves, and we cannot rule anybody else. The King of Cups is your king. It is the king of truth. It is the king of emotions. It is the king of practicality and the understanding that we are all that we rule. And it is a knowledge and an understanding that you are being a king of your existence. And yes, sometimes it will feel like the walls are closing in and there's too much. But that is part of life. And it's not too much. You know exactly where you're headed. And you're headed for something amazing. Trust your intuition. Trust your angels. Trust your spirit guides. The world is opening up to you. And you have the kingly power of succeeding. All right, Pisces. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we step into our power and as we claim our kingdom of self. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and harmony, Pisces.